So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. So glad to have you here. Feeling great today, up and about, trying to catch up with everything. Hello, hello, hello. And I had to run a couple of errands today, and I wanted to take you with me because this is, I think, a very important subject to talk about. So in recent videos, we've been talking about ways to save money, ways to prepare. And I think we need to really, truly uncover or rip the Band-Aid off of a lot of things, a lot of habits that we may have or that we see out in social media. And blowing money comes in all different forms, and thrifting is no different. Now, before I get my frugal thrifting mamas out there upset with me, please hear where I am going with this and where I'm coming from. The point that I'm making here with this video is, number one, I've never stopped at this Goodwill behind me, so I want to go in and check it out and see what they have, right? But the main thing is I think it's very easy for us all to fall into these little potholes of blowing money, and I think thrifting is definitely one of those things. I think that you should treat thrifting and trying to save money by going either garage sales or different types of thrift stores, secondhand stores. You have to approach it, and I know a lot of you do, but I do think there's a lot of us that could actually just go into these places and just buy stuff that we absolutely don't need, which is the point that I'm making here. Anytime you're going to shop, whether it be complete retail, brand new items anywhere, or whether it be secondhand, number one, there's two things you have to remember, especially right now with everybody's budgets being so tight. Is this something that you really need, that is something very useful for your home? Okay? Please make sure that it is. Number two, make sure you have a budget. So anytime you go shopping, whether it's to the grocery store, whether it's here or there, having a budget in mind is probably a good idea. If you have to use a cash envelope in order to keep your budget, I encourage you to do that as well. Because I can go in here right now and I can pick up 100 things. You probably could too. Oh, I could use that. You have to really think through the items that you have at home versus the items that you actually need. Depends upon what you're doing. It depends upon what your goal is. If there's an item in here that I don't have, that's a great deal, that I think could be very useful in terms of my preparations, which is the angle that I'm going from on this video, okay? I'm not going in here just to buy a muffin tin because I want an extra muffin tin, okay? Really, truly, honestly, start making it things that are very useful for you in terms of your preparations in your kitchen, maybe extra towels, etc., etc. The goal here is not to blow money. So then you can turn around and use that extra money that you've budgeted for whatever, and you can put it towards long-term foods, okay? Short-term foods. Food right now is so expensive for everybody, whether it be for you, whether it be for your mama, whether it be for your puppy, whatever. These things come first. Having a 10th sweatshirt may not be the top priority today. If you have 9 and they're in good order, why would you need a 10th? It just depends on the scenario. So you have to do what works best for you. But the point still stands. I see a lot of people go thrifting and they just go, and it's like, well, that's great that you're willing to buy things secondhand and get things at a discount. Totally encourage that. But fundamentally, do you really need it anyway? I mean, is it something that you absolutely need? Is it something you're really going to wear? Is it something you're really going to use? Think about it. So let's go in here and check it out. I might find something, I might not. There is something that I've had in mind for a couple of years because I passed up on something at a Goodwill down in Dayton, Tennessee, about 5 years ago. I could have gotten something very important to add to a little collection I've got. They were 25 cents. And I sat there and debated with myself, do I really need this? Do I really need this? And no, I don't need it. I probably will never find them again. But, you know, I've got a quarter. And if I find it again for a quarter, maybe I'll get lucky today. Otherwise, let's check out this store. Think about what I'm talking about. Let's go. Well, I didn't get anything. Nothing. Were there plenty of items in there? A couple of items I thought were cute, I could use for something somewhere, but did I need them? Nope. And that one particular item that I'm looking for, they didn't have that either. I went through every single section. So this is what I'm saying. You have to keep in mind what specifically you are looking for and what you need. And I know a lot of you all do this, but there's a lot of folks, I do think, like I said before, I think just get caught up in, oh, it's $1.99 or it's $1. Some of the items, they had gift bags in there that, you put gifts in, and you can get them at the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General or different places like that. I can get them cheaper at Ollie's than I can get them here. So also you have to know your prices, because sometimes thrift stores, depending upon which ones you go to or what sales they have that day, they are not always the best deal, or they're equal in price for something that's not brand new. So it just depends upon what you're looking for. So ironically, they had a muffin tin. Did you catch that? They did have a muffin tin. So the goal of this video is to remind you that even though you are discount shopping, you are still spending money. And you have to go through your budget every month and make sure that you can afford to do this. Now, again, if you find items, something very useful that you need I need a backup of this, and this is, normally if I bought it new, it was $30 and I can get it for $5.99, and you want to risk seeing it, making sure that it works, obviously, then obviously that would be a good deal for you. I've gotten a ton of really nice things over the last 30 years of my life thrifting in lots of different thrift stores. But remember, times are different right now, and every penny counts. So know your budget, know what you're buying and what you're looking for, and stick to that. This is a good way to go if you're smart about it. I hope this helps you out. I know this is a big topic for a lot of folks out there. They like to shop at thrift stores, and so do I. I think they're fun, and I love to go to all kinds of different places. This is just one today that I'd never stopped in at this one. Kind of small, little disorganized. That's okay. It's still there. It's an option for things to look for. A place to go and look for things that maybe you need. The word is need, not want. Like, subscribe, and share. I hope this video finds you well today. I'm on the mend, doing great, out and about, finally getting caught up on life again, and I appreciate your prayers and being here with me, and I just appreciate your support all the time. What do you think? Where do you like to go? What are some of the places that you think are best? I know we all have different opinions on this store versus that or that. I get that, but the goal here is to give advice and to have conversations about how we can save money and stretch the dollar and make the most of everything. Appreciate you being here. Like, subscribe, and share. Godspeed, God bless, and I'll see you guys on the next video.